wanted to form an orchestra. I don't really, on my own I can't do it because I need people and I need a conductor. But I had a good conductor to start with, and I felt that having come from the university, when I did the research, there was no string ensemble here. So I thought, oh, good opportunity. They have a symphony, but they don't have a string ensemble. And to me, a string ensemble is actually quite different from a symphony. And that's the reason why I thought the university is good, because there are people, they can also get funding, because the other problem with forming an orchestra is you need money to keep you going. You have to form it as a club. So I have to get all the requirements for forming a club for Mark. You needed officers, you needed to describe what it is. It's never been done before. I was told there has been a few attempts before, but they were not successful. So this was the first time I think an ensemble has been done, and well, it's now in its third year, so it's done very well. There are also a lot of students in a university who don't do music but actually play instruments. And that's so true, because from the beginning, majority of our members are not music students.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
The first 2 years we couldn't get the right number. In the third year we got the right number, when it's slightly bigger, which is not too bad, because when we have a rehearsal, inevitably some people can attend. So, but we have enough people to be able to hold a rehearsal. In the previous years, when people don't show up for rehearsals, we struggle to have a rehearsal because we might not have a violin too, or we don't have a cello player, in which case we can't really rehearse, you know. But this time, we don't really have that problem. Right now we have a problem where we have a broad range of capability. You know, you have some very good ones and I'm not so good. We try to encourage them to improve, because that's part of becoming part of an orchestra. This is not a professional one. We want people to get the experience of joining an orchestra, and also helping those who are not so good, so that over a couple of years they'll improve themselves, and that's happening.
So far this year as president, I had to help try and organise the stalls for O-Week, because we need to try and promote the club there and get new members along. And this year we're actually really fortunate. We've got a lot of really good new members, which has been great. There's just a really good sort of camaraderie and cohesiveness in the group now. So it's a really friendly atmosphere, and it's a social event as much as it is an opportunity to play a violin and keep up with your music. At the beginning of each year, everyone gets an opportunity to recommend music. Yeah, Alan usually makes up the rest. So yeah, that's how we get our music.
There is a notion that we only play classical music. That's not true. I mean, obviously we do play classical music, but they also play music which are contemporary, you know, pieces from movies, for instance, and movie themes, from musicals.
We try and play a nice wide variety of music, so we play Baroque, or we've played quite a bit of gypsy and a bit of Irish music before, Mozart, Tchaikovsky, try and cover all the bases really.
Well, we tend to play pieces which people like. You know, they're not chosen just for their technical interest, but also it has to be interesting, because when we present the concert, people will have to like them as well. Yes, otherwise they won't come to the concerts. We plan 2 concerts a year. One at the end of the year, that's our full concert. It's at the end of the year because it takes a long time to build a repertoire enough to sustain a concert. Yeah. In the middle of the year, obviously it's nice to have a concert in the middle of the year, but they don't have enough pieces. Also, we need money. So what we do with the concert in the middle of the year is it's our fundraising concert.
We perform at the Fig Tree Theatre twice a year. So we have our mid-year concert, which is coming up on the 5th of June. And for that, we're doing a combined concert with the Chanterelle Quartet, who are a group of 4 players, or a string quartet from the Australian Symphony Orchestra, who are very good. We've played with them before. And then at the end of the year, we'll have our own concert, which we might have a guest along there, but we'll play most of the material for that one. It's a really good chance to just show off what we've learnt throughout the year and what we've achieved.
After 3 years, I think it's gonna be here, still. There seems to be a lot of interest on it. It gives the students another choice, because before the only choice was the symphony orchestra.